Shout out to my man, Deion Sanders Jr., a.k.a. Osakin, a.k.a. Bucky, for giving me this platform on Well Off Media. Before we get started on the second episode of the CU Flex, let's do something. I want you guys to look in the link, look in the video, and go find that Well Off hoodie. Yeah, Well Off forever for sure. You got to go get the hoodie. You got to go get the hoodie because what he say? The rejected will be respected. And I'm living testimony for sure. So shout out. Make sure I got mine on the way. I just saw the tracking like a bad weave for sure. But let's get into it. Let's talk about this victory over Texas Tech. So Coach Prime, made a lot of headlines when he said, I don't have captains. I've got leaders and dogs. And a lot of people thought that was something real cute for clicks and all of that jive and whatever. Oh, he's just being Deion. But you saw it today. You saw why. Why Shedeur has that L on him, right? Why is Shedeur a leader? Today was a game where you needed to look to your leaders and your dogs. Any other time when you would just go look at a captain, there were some things in this game that were needed that a captain just can't provide. But a leader provided, and your dogs provided. Let's talk about the offense, how they started out, why I say that. So on the first 4 drives, Colorado had 17 plays for a total of 36 yards. Wow. A slow start, very slow start. And you're watching Texas Tech just wind up. Now you look up and you're down 13-0. You're in this hostile environment. You got tortillas flying all around the place. The place is rocking. Do you look at the scoreboard and you see that Iowa State is clearing the path for you via Kansas for you to have a clear shot at the college football playoff. And now you look up and you're down 13-0. And the offense wasn't doing their job at first. But they knew they would get it. They knew they would get it cracking. So in times like that, you got to look at a leader. So when you look at your leader, you see, all right, now here we go. I know we can do better, guys. The leader, who's also a top 5 NFL quarterback candidate in the next year's draft, who's also a Heisman candidate, didn't point fingers and say, oh, no, it's all y'all, it's y'all. A leader took the accountability, pulled everybody together, says, I'm going to make more of these throws. Tells Travis, I got you, dog. I got you. Don't even worry about it. We're here. And then what do you see them do over the next 4 drives? 34 plays, 280 yards, and 24 points. Only a leader can do that. And you have to look at a leader in game, not just the leadership on the sideline, but a leader in game. So that's when we're talking about a leader. Perfect example of why Coach Prime goes with leaders. Why does he go with dogs? So you got this guy, this running back. Everybody's talking about him. Broke the rushing record for Texas Tech tonight over Byron Hanspard from the Falcons. Shout out to Byron. You had an opportunity to say, offense ain't doing what they got to do. We can lay down. No. Oh, they beat us a couple of times. We can lay down. No. So I don't know if Amari McNeil has that dog on him, but he's got that dog in him. And that's one of the dogs that Coach Prime is talking about. When you're talking about a defensive lineman with 9 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, dog. And when you see his play, you see the other defensive linemen, some who haven't even gotten the game yet, that know that when my number is called, I got a dog I can look to, because right now, everything isn't going our way. We're watching them score, but you need a dog. And that's what you got. You got a dog. Nakai Hill Green, dog. 9 tackles in a pick, dog. Holding this guy to what, 17 carries and I think 35 yards in the first half, dog. And they did it as a team. So when they talk about Coach Prime with leaders and dogs, now you see why. Because what they did today in a hostile environment is how you're going to get to the college football playoff if they continue to do things like this. If you take away the unforced errors and all the penalties, giving up 100 yards in penalties, when they fix that, which they will, because I guarantee you, we talk about the celebrations, we talk about the flash, we talk about everything, but at first and foremost, Coach Prime is a ball player at heart. So he knows what it takes to win. Even more than a ball player, he's a winner. And that's not winning football to give up that much in penalties. That'll get fixed. But the things that you can't teach, the leadership and that dog in you, the resiliency to be down on the road in a very high-profile football game, because now all the eyeballs are on you because we see what Iowa State is doing. Now you're in a position to fold, to lean, to fold over, roll over, and you didn't because of your leaders and your dogs. So the next thing I want to talk about is, can Colorado actually get to the playoff? Absolutely. The way they played that game today and stared adversity in the face, I saw something that I hadn't seen before. I saw a team that has grown exponentially since last year. I saw a team that had fresh legs in the fourth quarter because it's a team effort. When you can roll body after body after body in against that same offensive line that's getting tired because, oh man, McNeil is a problem. Oh man, BJ Green is a problem. Oh no, there's Keaton Wade. Oh my God, what I got to do? Oh man, NHG is coming with pressure. Oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna throw the ball up top. Oh, you can't throw it at Travis. Oh no, oh no, man. Oh, that's DJ McKinney. You just can't throw the ball on him. Okay, well, what about the opposing defenses? And not even to mention Colton Hood and Preston Hodge. Okay, we good there. Okay, what about the opposing defense that says, oh man, we got a break. Got a couple of guys out in the receiver room. So we can just key in on Travis. Nope. Will Shepherd, bro. Will one-hand Shepherd. Look, my one hand. Buddy was draped all over him. It should have been pass interference. Will Shepherd like, I don't need but one of them. Let me get them. 6. Yeah, and then went to the sideline and talked about it. Real swagger. But that's what the team has right now. They got a bop in their step. And when they're expecting to win, they feel like they're the best team in the Big 12. And I've seen what BYU is doing. Hey, no question. I think they're doing a heck of a job undefeated. But man, this thing is setting up to be a heck of a game. So now Colorado has to handle business, because now you're seeing what happens when you get everybody moving on the same accord. Let's talk about the adjustments made. Let's talk about giving up 13 early and the defense coming out and Robert Livingston changing what he was doing, going to more zone, because some of those picks were just like insane. Like, bro, how they not calling that, bro? Like, I've never seen it be called where you could literally go set a pick like you're on a basketball court, right? And then not be called. So they said, all right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to send forward drop A to see what he wants to do about it. And like I said, when you get Barron Morton off schedule, when you make him uncomfortable, he's a different quarterback than he is when he has time. Well, nobody in the Big 12 gets after the passer like Colorado, and they proved that today. I've seen the numbers be 6 sacks. I've seen 7 sacks. But I know I saw 4 players with multiple sacks. Yeah. So that means what you got? You got a cohesive unit that's rolling. So when you look at all the naysayers and you look at all the pundits who earlier in the season were saying, oh, Shedor's not that good. Yeah. Colorado will be lucky to win 3. I'm looking on Twitter. It look a whole lot different when I'm seeing, yeah, it looks a lot different. And everybody's expecting Colorado to lose. And not even expecting anymore. They're hoping. And so when they went down 13-0, I could see the Twitter guys just start to, do their thing a little bit. Like, I told you. Man, told you. But one thing I do know, I checked Vegas. I called my man. He ain't my bookie, but he is a bookie. And I asked him, I said, Colorado's down 13-0. What kind of going money line right now? What kind of money would it bring back? The odds weren't even that. It was almost like, we know Vegas was saying, yeah, we think Colorado coming back. People know, bro. The secret is over. The word is out. Colorado is here. It ain't no more we coming. It's we here. And I couldn't be more proud of the way that this fan base has handled themselves, knowing about how everybody and nobody wanted to give them a shot at the beginning of the season. They're handling everything, this winning, with class and dignity. Yeah, they popping in a little bit, but there's nowhere near what they could be doing looking at how everybody treated the Buffaloes coming into the season. So Now you look on to Utah. You got an early game. You got to get back in the lab and you got to start fixing some of the things. Now you're just tinkering around. So when I interviewed Coach Prime at Big 12 Media, that he gave me a sit down interview and he says, I gotta start looking. I gotta start seeing what guy needs to be in the mic. You know, I got to put him in the microwave for 30 seconds. This guy might have to go on the stove. He's starting to tinker and knowing what pieces match. Cash Cleveland, bro. Cash Cleveland, man. Man, he's one of my unsung heroes in the game, man. It's his demeanor, dog. It's the way that he goes about the game. It's the way that he expects to win. It's the way that he, even when they called a penalty on him, he's looking up like, bro, that ain't nothing. Bro, they shouldn't even call that. But gets right back up, finishing his blocks, pushing the pile, and giving you some stability on the offensive line, and you don't miss a beat. You actually kind of get a little better. And that's not just because of the physical talent. It's because of the attitude. It's because of the mentality. And that winning mentality, that dog mentality, that leader mentality that Coach Prime has put on this entire roster is going to be the reason that they're going to be playing football in December. All right, that's my time. See you flex. Make sure you check me out on Twitter and Instagram at DukesTheScoop. Get that get that well off forever hoodie. Check the link for sure, man. Dukes, I'm out.